had to run to the store to get some more supplies, but here we are. Try not to tip the truck over driving through the creek. Oh, that didn't sound good. We'll put that tree there. That's just an oil pan, right? Anyways. Oh God. Roll the window up. This is the only way I can bring supplies back here, like these 12-foot boards, throw them in the back of the truck. Anyways, I'll show you guys the progress here coming up. It's gonna be amazing. These 35-inch mud tires are really paying off. I have a 4-wheel drive on, but I don't even need it. So we're gonna go up through this path right here. Same place in the first video. Jeez. Same place in the first video that the tractor went up. So after this heavy unneeded rain, unneeded for me today at least, we still got a lot of work to do, but this is the 8x8 deer blind. Floor will be up here, and then we'll obviously have walls and a roof and everything. So back to work. Well, here's an update. We were gonna put it right here. We can't dig because there's too much slate underground, so it's gonna have to sit on these blocks. But even without the blocks, it's real solid, really strong. But that tree right there, I was a little too impatient. I wanted it here, and I was gonna cut that tree down, and I don't know, I'm a little nervous about it. So it's gonna end up coming over here. I'm gonna grade a little more with the tractor, and it's just gonna freestand right here. So then we'll re-level it if I have to cut a little off the legs, because I'm not tearing that all back apart again, or tearing it apart. But so far, that's where we're at. So for the audio here, I had to dub over some new audio because the camera had some liquid in it and it sounded terrible. But here you can see the blind. I'm not done with it, but yeah, it's decently high off the ground, really strong. They're just sitting on those 4x4 deck blocks, and it's doing great. But with such a wide footprint, I don't see it being a huge issue. So obviously you can see me talking in the video and pointing out that fancy little end post that I just had laying around and I thought I would use. I don't know, why not? But up there on the roof, I need to run some more lumber across to tie down those panels, which isn't a huge deal. I have some extra laying around. It's just a deer blind, it's not a house, but it's gonna be pretty tight when it's done. So on the back, I need to run some more paneling. It's gonna go under, so the rain flow can continue moving down, and that'll be 10 feet. That roof goes front to back. So upstairs, I'm going to take you up here and show you. The inside is extremely roomy. The floor has 1x6 decking underneath, and then on top of it, I threw the OSB, or not OSB, I threw the plywood underneath. but you can see through the roof, which is actually pretty cool. It's tinted, but it'll let some sunlight through. If I have to, I can always put a like a black heavy sheet to block some more light so I don't get backlit. Foam insulation will eventually go across the very top. Some more OSB will go across the open areas on the top. Those are going to be the shooting windows. I'm going to frame them in so I can have a gun rest. The front, that area right there is going to be completely covered with plywood, won't have a window. I may eventually add a screen door to the front that I can open. The other side will have a shooting window I'll cut out. Little gusset type supports at the bottom, just so, because the traditional framing isn't used with 16 on center, so, but still real solid. It doesn't move at all. I mean, it's very, very, very sturdy. I have the floor plates carriage bolted in all around. So yeah, very roomy. It's going to be an awesome, it'll be a good hunting blind, but I mean, here, look at the ladder. You can see how tall it is. It's 8 foot in the front and 7 foot in the back. So plenty of headspace. But that view is great. I got the creek there. Once, obviously wintertime, during good time hunting season, all this greenery will be pretty much gone. And the view, just with the hill there and everything, it's going to be awesome location for this blind. And the inside will have landscape fabric or black paint, whichever I decide to go with, whatever's easier for that day, just to really darken the backlit area. I'm thinking also I'll probably tint the plexiglass or get tinted plexiglass, one or the other. So when I have one window closed, I'm not letting all that sunlight in. But this is gonna be a good not just hunting blind, but it'll be a good area to take the kids out and go hunting or camping and hunting. Right there is where the blind used to be, but I had to move it in the previous video. I explained why, because that dead tree, I didn't want it falling on there, and I also didn't want to cut it.
I'm gonna end up going this way to avoid tearing up the path. To avoid tearing up the path any more than I have to. So we'll just tear up a new path, I guess. Makes sense.
Yeah, I picked up this four-wheeler it was blue originally, and I did the old stencil trick, just holding leaves down and just shooting different types of camo paint on there. I paid $1,500 for it. It came with a plow and a trailer and some other accessories. Then I paid $200 for that rear seat, which was also a console, like trunk area. So right now, just a bunch of stuff for what I'm working on. Don't mind the garage. I'm project after project. I haven't been able to clean it, but it's a 2-stroke 250 4-wheel drive and an absolute beast.